A warm welcome. You've joined us on Market Fatafat on ET Now. I'm Ashesha Advaryu, and this is a show where we take you through all the stocks that are buzzing in trade today. But first up, let's take a look at what the market is doing and turning out to be a very, very good day for Indian equities. Nifty is now up 430 points as we speak, 2% higher for the indices. Nifty and Bank Nifty too. Bank Nifty, in fact, is outperforming in trade today because this index is trading with gains of nearly 3% in today's trading session. It is now nearing that 52,000 mark. Several individual stocks continue to remain in focus. We have Interglobe Aviation. That stock is up 7.5% in trade today. Biggest Nifty 50 gainer, followed by Adani Ports, Adani Enterprises, Trent. All of them gaining in excess of 5.5% in today's trading session. Something like BEL should also come up for you on your screens. Bharat Electronics Limited. That stock is also up 5.5% in trade today. Eicher Motors, SBI and Eternal. All of them gaining more than 4% in today's trading session. On the losing side, though, we have select pharma stocks which are not doing good in an otherwise very good market. Dr. Reddy's and Sun Pharma, both of them falling in excess of 2% in today's trading session. And these two stocks, remember, are the top losers from the Nifty 50 index. A couple of defense stocks should also come up for you on your screens because they are doing very well in trade today. Garden Reach Shipbuilders, they came out with their operational update for the quarter gone by, and on the back of that, Garden Reach Shipbuilders, or GRSC, that stock is up 19% on the back of that news piece. But let's get started then, and we are now joined by Mr. Nagaraj Shetty, Senior Technical Research Analyst at HDFC Securities, who will take us through all stocks that are in focus on the back of technicals. And from the research side, we are also joined by Rabinder. But first up, let's talk about capital market plays because all of these counters are gaining in trade today. Motilal Oswal, BSE, Angel One, CDSL are all gaining anywhere between 6 to 8% in today's trading session. And this is on the back of some relaxation that Reserve Bank of India has come out with. RBI has deferred liquidity tightening by a period of 3 months. It was earlier supposed to become applicable on the 1st of April, but now it will become applicable on the 1st of July. Financing for market makers has now been relaxed. Bank guarantees can now be renewed up to 1 year period, and this ensures smoother transition for brokers and proprietary traders, and that is the reason all of these counters are soaring in trade today. This provides temporary relief to brokers. It reduces near-term concerns around funding requirements and reduced leverage, and that is the reason the entire sector is bucking the trend in an otherwise very strong market. But Nagaraj, you've picked up Adani Ports for us. Tell us, why do you think the stock is on your radar this afternoon?
Hi, good afternoon, Shisha. Yes, Adani Ports seems to have formed a bottom reversal somewhere around 1300 levels. It was continuously in a decline from 1600 to almost 1300 levels. And after that, it shifted into a consolidation phase near the important support level. Now is bouncing back very strong. The overall chart pattern is indicating the accumulation pattern, and I'm expecting this to move towards the 1440, 1450 levels in the next at least a few weeks.
Right, so that's the view coming in on a couple of counters, but let's also put the spotlight on Trent and DMart. Both these stocks are bucking the trend today. Elara has come out with a very positive report, and this of course is on the back of operational data that both these companies came out with. Store addition momentum across key retail players continues to remain very strong. Store addition momentum in the fourth quarter alleviates any kind of growth concerns, especially for Trent, which was reporting slow growth for the last few quarters. Elara, meanwhile, says that Trent may see sentimental recovery and DMart is likely to witness upgrades after it comes out with its results. Healthy store additions mitigate earlier concerns of slowdown for Trent, and that is the reason the stock is holding up with gains of 5.5%. And Avenue Supermart also reported very strong store addition, and that is the reason the stock is up 7.5% in trade today. But let's put the spotlight on capital goods major L&T then. Nagaraj, tell us, what do technicals suggest for this count?
Yeah, I think worst period for the L&T seems to be over with the formation of 3300 levels, important bottom reversal. And the current chart pattern is indicating a kind of a reversal pattern, inverted head and shoulder pattern. And the stock price is currently breaking above that pattern around 3650, 3700 levels. I think higher bottom formation in the last session is also indicating the negative trend for the stock seems to be over, and more upside could be likely in the near term. I think 3850, 3900 is going to be the next over resistance to be watched in the near term.
Okay, so more upside could be likely on L&T. The stock is already up 4%, but remember the stock was under pressure after West Asia conflict broke out because of their exposure to the Middle Eastern region. But let's put the spotlight on a couple of other counters then. Garden Reach Shipbuilders. Rabinder, the stock is soaring in trade today. What is the reason behind that?
Well, as Garden Reach Shipbuilder is in focus, the company said that they have recorded the highest annual turnover in its history for FY27. FY26 amounting to rupees 6,400 crore as compared to 5,076 crore in FY25, and GRSC has delivered a total 8 vessels to the Indian Navy in the financial year of FY26, and GRSC also say that they are in advanced stage of concluding a prestigious contract for the construction of 5 next generation corvettes, and beyond naval construction the shipyard has also diversified into specialized platform including acoustic, coastals, etc. And GRSC say that they continue to remain the only defense public sector shipyard engaged in the manufacturing of prefabricated steel bridges. But not just GRSC, entire defense stocks like Cochin, HAL is also buzzing on the back of strong order inflow and strong business updates. So back of this news flow, stock is up more than 18% on an intraday basis.
Okay, so that Garden Reach Shipbuilders for you. The stock is up 18% on the back of that news piece. But on that note, we need to slip into a very short break. We'll discuss many more buzzers on the other side. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. We are still tuned into Market Fatafat, a show where we discuss all the stocks that are buzzing in trade. And let's now put the spotlight on Texmaco Rail. The stock is surging in trade today on the back of 2 order wins. The company informed the exchanges about 2 order wins. One is an order worth about 357 crores. This is from the JSW Group. This is for supply of rakes and BVCM wagons. Other than that, the company also said that they won an order worth about 41 crore rupees. This is from South Central Railway, and this is for the replacement of panel interlocking with electronic interlocking and outdoor gear at stations in Vijayawada division. So 2 additional order wins that have flown through for the company, and that is the reason the stock is soaring as much as 11% in trade today. But Nagaraj, you've picked up persistent systems from us from the IT sector. Tell us, what do you make of this counter?
Yes, Asisha. The IT stock has witnessed a sharp fall from 6750 to almost 4500 levels recently and bounced back. The IT whole sector itself is doing very well right now, bounced back from the lower levels. After a sharp decline, I'm expecting more upside bounces in this IT stock persistence in the near term. The chart pattern, the formation of a bottom reversal over the last couple of weeks is indicating more there towards the 5500 to 5550 in the at least next 1 to 2 weeks.
All right, so that's the view coming in on persistent systems. The stock is holding up with gains of more than 3% in trade today. But Enviro Infra, Rabinder, this stock is also soaring high, and I believe it's on the back of order wins.
Well, as on the back of order win, Enviro Infra is up more than 14% on an intraday basis, where company has received EPC order of rupees approximately 406 crore from the NTPC, and the contract is awarded on an EPC basis for implementation of BESS at the thermal power station at Uttar Pradesh and Assam, including comprehensive and annual maintenance, and the order to be executed in the 15 months. And the company has also received on 28 March, company has also received EPC order worth of rupees 664 crore from the NTPC, and earlier that on 12 March 2026, company has received EPC order from Aurangabad Service Network and STP scheme worth of rupees 411 crore. And with this, all these order win for FY26, company has given an order inflow guidance of rupees 2,500 crore for the wastewater treatment, and company has received order inflow of rupees 1911 crore as of Q4 FY26, and renewable energy segment total order book stand at 1326 crore. So back of this massive order win, stock is up more than 14%.
Okay, so the stock is up 14% on the back of those fresh orders. The company has informed the exchanges over the last few trading sessions. But shifting focus to J. Kumar Infra Projects, then that stock is also in focus on the back of some new orders. The company said that they won an order worth about 2,360 crore rupees. This is from the National Highway Authority of India or NHAI. The company also says that this order will be completed over the next 30 months. So the timeline of execution is 30 months. It's a 2,360 crore order, and the stock is up 6.5% on the back of that. But shifting focus to India's largest public sector bank, then SBI. Nagaraj, why have you picked up this counter for us? Alright, we'll try and reconnect with Nagaraj in just a bit, but in the meanwhile, Marico, Rabinder, what is the news flow here?
Well, as Marico is in focus on the back of the positive brokerage note, where Motilal Oswal has come out with a note on Marico, and they have maintained their buy rating and high target price to rupees 900, and as compared to earlier target price rupees 875. They say that the Marico appears relatively less affected by the overall raw material price volatility. In the recent time, we have seen a huge volatility in the raw material prices on the back of the geopolitical uncertainty. And Motilal said that the Cobra accounts for approximately 50% of the Marico's raw material basket and is currently witnessing a deflationary trend. And Marico has been one of the best performing stocks among the FMCG peers during the last 2 years, delivering approximately 50% return. And Marico is among the few companies where operating margin are projected to expand in the financial year of FY27, and management has guided a base case EBITDA margin of 150 to 200 basis point in FY27, and Motilal believe that this guidance remain achievable in the current environment, and they model a 12%, 18% and 16% revenue, EBITDA and PAT CAGR during FY26 to 28. So back of this positive news flow, Marico is in focus.
Right, so Marico in focus on the back of that, but Nagaraj, SBI is the stock that I was asking you about. What do technicals suggest for this counter?
Yeah, technically suggesting the stock seems to be over with the downtrend. We have seen downward correction started from 1234 to almost around 975, 980 levels, continuous decline without any respite. Currently placed at the support of 200-day EMA and bounce back. I think overall chart pattern is indicating the possibility of important bottom reversal for the stock price at the lower levels. Even though it declines for 1 or 2%, could be a buying opportunity with a strong support of around 975, 980 levels. In the near term, I'm expecting upside towards the 1080, 1090 levels in the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay, so that's the view coming in on SBI. The stock is up 4%, but let's also put the spotlight on textile stocks, and the entire pocket is buzzing in trade today. Rabinder, tell us what is the news flow here?
Well, as the entire textile space, stocks like Welspun Living, Gokaldas Export, Pearl Global, Arvind Limited and Vardhaman Textile are in focus after a positive policy development. The government of India has approved an extension of RODTEP scheme for another 6 months, now valid until 30th September 2026, providing a continued support to the exporters, especially in textile sector. And remember that earlier in February 2026, the government has cut RODTEP rates by 50%, effectively halving the benefits available to the exporters. This has raised concern across the textile export sector, and but in March 2026, the government has reversed this move and restored the full RODTEP benefits. The earlier restriction of 50% was withdrawn, and the extension of the scheme now ensures policy continuity. So back of this news flow, entire textile space like Pearl Global, Gokaldas Export is in focus.
Alright, so the entire textile sector in focus on the back of that news piece. But West Coast Paper, Nagaraj, tell us, what do you make of this counter at these levels?
West Coast Paper is showing some accumulation pattern over the last few weeks. We have seen a momentum within a range of around 460 on the upper side, 380 on the lower side, and currently moved in between. The overall chart pattern of the last couple of weeks is indicating a consolidation movement at the lower levels and preparing a base for a decisive upside breakout of the hurdle of around 200-day EMA, somewhere around 445, 450 levels. The overall chart pattern is looking positive, and the 460 is going to be the next resistance to be watched once it moves above from here.
Okay, so that's the view coming in on West Coast Paper, but let's also put the spotlight on another counter which is soaring in trade today, and that is Zaggle Prepaid. Now, the management has given very strong guidance for FY27, and on the back of that, the stock, in fact, the last time I checked, was up 15%. It's holding on to gains of 16% at this point in time. For FY27, management has given standalone growth guidance of 25 to 30% and consolidated growth guidance of about 40%. In fact, for this year, for FY26, the management had earlier given a guidance of 40 to 45%, and to be able to achieve that guidance, management will have to register register a revenue of about 530 crores in the fourth quarter of FY26. The management says that they will work on optimizing their working capital cycles, which will drive revenue growth through a strategic mix of new customer acquisition, and they are also looking to work on their margin profile. So very strong management guidance for FY27, 40% consolidated growth and 25 to 30% standalone growth, and that is the reason the stock is up 16% in trade today. But GMR Airports, Nagaraj, what do technicals suggest for this counter?
Yeah, the recent downtrend, I think, expected to be completed very soon. Formation of positive divergence in the RSI, double bottom kind of thing is indicating the worst period is over for this stock price. And the today's breakout is indicating that more upside is likely. And overall chart pattern of GMR Airport is looking positive. 97, 98 is going to be the next resistance once it breaks above from here onwards in the next 1 month.
Right, so that's the view coming in on GMR Imports. The stock, of course, is gaining in trade today. But meanwhile, let's also put the spotlight on Pace Digitech. The stock is in focus on the back of some new orders the company has won. The company, in fact, has received letter of acceptance for a 494 crore order. This is from NTPC Limited, and this is for X-Works supply for EPG package for BESS implementation. So on the back of this fresh order that the company has won, the stock is up more than 8% in today's trading session. Meanwhile, let's also put the spotlight on Tenneco. The stock is in focus on the back of a Citi brokerage report. Citi, in fact, has come out with a report where they've initiated coverage with a buy rating, and 650 rupees per share is the target price, and they're very bullish on this counter. They say there are 4 growth drivers which will drive this kind of momentum in the stock. Premiumization in India's passenger vehicle segment, stricter emission norms, new order wins, and shift of orders from the group company to this company. New order wins, and they are very positive on the outlook for order wins going forward, and that is the reason Citi report is the reason the stock is up 3.5% in trade today. But Mazgaon Dock, Nagaraj, what do you make of this counter?
Yeah, Mazgaon Dock has witnessed a sharp breakout today after a sharp decline. And the overall chart pattern, the bullish RSI positive divergence is indicating an important bottom reversal at this in this stock as well. And the way it has moved up in today's session, last 2 sessions, upside retracement is indicating the next upside hurdle towards 2460, 2470 in the near term.
Okay, so that's the view on Mazgaon Dock. All of these defense stocks in any case have been buzzing in trade today. Nagaraj, thank you so much for taking your time out and joining us here on ET Now and discussing a whole host of stock-specific ideas. But that's all the time we have on this edition of the show. Thanks so much for tuning in. Closing trades will come up next.